See, last night I was able to show you the new palette. Saint finally came out with a pink palette because after 4 years of putting the suggestion in a suggestion box, and they finally said, it's been a long time. Maybe we should give Mackenzie a pink palette. I'm just kidding. Not everything's about you, Mackenzie. Anyways, look, we finally got pink and this beautiful new thing. So these are going to be available on Friday. If you want a reminder or if you want my monthly newsletter, the reminders when things like this actually go live and you can get them, please comment the word remind here. And when you comment the word, my little suction thing for my thing, it just keeps resuctioning, and so it goes bzz, bzz. So that's what you hear every now and then. She got her own little personality. I got one on every mirror in the house so I can create content. Anyways, if you want to get the new palettes, these are going to be available on Friday. Comment the word remind. Make sure you're on my reminders list and join my beauty group in Facebook, Freedom in Beauty VIP. Duh, if you didn't already think I was going to do a giveaway. Y'all, giving is my love language, so I'm going to give away one of each of these palettes and one of each of the new shades. So someone's going to win this one with the 2 new shades, and someone's going to win this one with the 2 new shades. So please join my beauty group. Comment VIP here. And again, every time I do a giveaway, it's always something like where you have to acknowledge something beautiful about yourself. Like you have to say, like, you go find the post in my beauty group and it's going to say something like, if you want to enter this giveaway, tell me what you love about yourself. Cause it's like Valentine's Day, or, what if for like March, it'll probably be like, what makes you feel lucky to be you, or something like something cheese ball, totally cheese ball, but totally fun. So I'm going to do a giveaway for the new stuff. And this is the pink palette with the color Dahlia that I know so many of you love. They color matched Dahlia, and Saint brought in an artist and she painted, like with the spatula thing, a 4x4 canvas with this color. And so this is the photo that's on here, is the canvas that she did. So I think that's really cool. Anyways, and it's a new size and I got the new colors. So these are the 2 new palettes that are dropping for the Valentine's Day vault. I'm trying to listen to the podcast. Stop distracting me. I'm sorry. Listen, you've had all morning to listen to it. Okay, so don't judge me. Anyways, these are the 2 new palettes, new sizes. They're really exciting, and the new colors, so I'm going to show you. If you are new here and you want to get a match for makeup, comment the word match. And I have Instagram set up because I'm fancy like that, to send you the link for the color match form, and then you just upload your selfie. I get it. I look at it with my own eyeballs. I tell you what colors to get. You build your palette however you want. And this is, I know, Jessica, it's so good to see you. There's going to be a free gift with $60 purchase on Friday. So you'll get free shipping, free gift, and the free gift is going to be the Dahlia. That's the wrong way, Mackenzie Jean. Dahlia is going to be free with a $60 purchase, and this is the color of the palette, which I think is so cool. Anyways, okay, so let's get to makeup. First of all, can we also take a moment for my skincare? Yes, I started using a new product because Drunk Elephant, that thing suctions again and again. The Drunk Elephant folks, they were like, I was like, listen, can I monetize with you guys? Because like, I've been promoting your product for like 4 years, and, I've never asked for monetization, but a lot of my girls are really liking it. Can I, monetize it? And they were like, no, because I don't have my talent manager or my talent agent and the management team and the attorneys. They were like, you don't work with enough of the high clients that we like, or something. And I was like, so basically you're telling me that not only am I not good enough, but my audience is not good enough. And so that really grinded my gears. And so I was like, nah. But anyways, I went to a Saint event in Utah with some of the top Saint artists, and I saw some of their faces, and I was like, what's the secret? Like, what are y'all not telling me? Because I've always been left out, because I was always the fat, ugly girl. And I was like, y'all are bullying me silently with your skin. And they were like, girl, this is Rimmon. This is the Korean skincare. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So anyways, I started using it, and like, I've only been using it 2 weeks. So trust me or don't, y'all know I don't promote nothing that I don't like. But when I tell you in 2 weeks, my skin has been more hydrated than it has been in the last 4 years using Drunk Elephant. So I'm switching my skincare. Try it if you want. If you want to do the skincare quiz and find out which ritual of the skincare that is best for you, just comment Freedom Skin. Got my own little tagline. So comment Freedom Skin, and Instagram will send you the the link to the skincare, and there's a couple options there. A lot of people are like, oh, it's so expensive. That's the biggest pushback I've gotten so far. But the biggest ritual is called the Signature Ritual, and it has like everything. It's like $334. And so it's actually not that expensive. There's like 11 products or something. It's a lot. There are fewer products. Like, you can buy the products individually too. I'm just telling you what I started with that I like. And with the Signature line, you kind of get everything, and you can kind of narrow down like what you like. But, and they have the option to, like, if you set it up for auto ship monthly, and I'm like, so using it only for 2 weeks, and how much product I have left, there's no way you're going to go through that in a month. Like, mine's at least going to last 2 months. So I wouldn't do the auto ship thing. You can opt out of, or you can just not choose the auto ship, which I wouldn't do it if I were you. But other than that, it is affordable. And if you go to Ulta and individually buy the products, you're going to pay more, comparatively speaking. Obviously, you can't compare it exactly because it's different ingredients and different sizes or whatever. But based on the products I was using to compare to this line, it actually wasn't expensive. So, if you want the skincare, comment Freedom Skin. One of y'all that commented Freedom Skin, will you please check your DM and just make sure you got a thing from me that says, free, that send it to you. I just want to make sure it works, because it's something I just started doing, and so I just set it up. So will one of y'all please be the guinea pig and go check your DM and be like, yeah, I got it, or whatever. Okay, so Jessica, the ingredients in the skincare, by the way, while I'm doing this, I'm using the smudge brush on this side so I can show y'all like application like a toddler with a crayon, and then I'm going to use the side where you blend as you go. Okay, keep an eye out for it. I don't know if you have to do it like Freedom Skin in one word, or if it's like, because I notice everybody puts spaces between Freedom and Skin, and I wonder if it's sensitive, like if it needs to be all one word. Somebody do Freedom Skin all one word and see if it works, please. I'd appreciate it. And I think it's on a delay, so maybe we'll wait a few minutes. Anyways, okay. So there's the Korean skincare, this line, Remon. Yes, Mary, these are new. They just released. They're going to come out on Friday. So it's a new size and new colors. This is 6 palette. So, the ingredient is from a plant called Bee Young Pool. Okay. And this is a plant that basically molecularly, on a molecular level, it allows them to basically make the molecule so small that it actually penetrates the skin. So we're talking better deliverability than, like, let's just say a moisturizer that you put on your face. Great. We want a moisturizer. It's like conditioning leather, right? But you want something to actually, the way that they've patented it, allows for the molecular response to be deliverable. So it actually gets into the skin, creating actual hydrated skin. So this also focuses on the skin barrier, which a lot of us, I didn't realize that your skin barrier plays a big role in like absorbing that hydration. So this product actually focuses on repairing your skin. So repairing the skin barrier, so that whenever you apply the products, it actually is helping repair your skin and keep it hydrated going forward. So in Korea, from what I understand, and I'm still doing research, so yes, so the skin barrier, it repairs, but it also hydrates. So in Korea, the idea behind skincare is layering hydration. And so you're getting all of that constant like hydration. And I will tell you, the hydration is instant. When I tell you I have a bunch of different people trying it with me, because y'all know I don't trust nobody. So I'm making everybody do like a 90-day, like, do this with me for 90 days. Let's do before and after pictures. So I want my own library of before and after pictures, which if you want to be a part of my before and after library, if you try the skincare for the first time and you're willing to be a part of my, that sounds creepy, weird, before and after library, I would love to see a before picture, and then every week we take pictures. So my assistant, she's 27, sensitive skin and acne prone, so she's trying it. And then I have my mom, who's 69, who is very dry skin. She's trying it. My stepmom, who's Filipino and she's oily, she's trying it. And then my assistant's mom is trying it. She's in her 50s. But What I'm saying is I have a bunch of different people in different age groups trying it, but I started talking about it because I physically saw with my own eyes, like organically, I was like, what are y'all doing to your skin? So anyways, okay, thank you for checking. I want to make sure I have it set up right. Okay, so the smudge brush, it keeps saying pause and it keeps freezing me, I think. So I'm trying to, so the smudge brush has a lot of product packed into a small amount. The 3D brush I'm tapping on and you can see it's already kind of blended, right? As I'm applying it. So even though this looks like more product, I guess it kind of is, but when I blend this, my brush is going to pick up any excess. So you can blend this, the more you blend it, the more sheer it's going to be, right? So if you want more, then you just blend it a little bit less. If you're like, okay, the smudge brush gives me a lot, I'm going to blend a little bit more and take more of that away. Now, what's going to happen is as I apply the rest of my shades, they're all still going to blend together. So it might actually look the same, no matter how you do it. So with this, I'm just applying, it's a little bit more full coverage or a little bit heavier. And then it's all in the blend, which we're not mashing and swirling. This makeup is really easy to just kind of press into your skin and just lightly buff. So no swirling around and like mixing next quick on our face. So just kind of pressing all that in. Okay, so this is just that little thing. So this is just the contour shade. So this is just creating the structure. This one's a little bit more intense because I used a more dense brush where all the product was packed on in a smaller area. And then as I blend it, you can see it's a little bit more intense. Now I'm going to do the lightest shade, which is my brightening highlight. Less is more. I'm confused on the correct method. Oh, so try it both ways. This is why I show it different ways, because people don't, some people like it in different ways. So if you want to try it with your finger, try it with a small brush, try it with a bigger brush. That's why I try to show different applications, because you should be doing this also. Sitting down and actually figuring out what you like, what you don't like. Put on the makeup, take off the makeup, and play with it. This is going to be available on Friday. These two will be available on Friday. If you want my reminders, if you haven't gotten an email or a text, when you comment the word remind here, it'll send you the link to send me your email or text or whatever. And then I'll send you a message. Say, hey girl, this is live. I won't text you every day and say, hey, I couldn't buy makeup from you. I don't like that. I won't do that. Okay, smudge brush. I picked up my brightening highlight. This is the color that I use I'm going to use to brighten this under eye area. So I'm using this to brighten. I'm just kind of sticking right here, the non-pink palette. There's like wildflowers or like just like branches and leaves. It's pretty, right? I put eyeshadows in here. You can obviously do it however you want, but they're really beautiful. It's really pretty. And then the pink one. This is the shade Dahlia. They color matched Dahlia and had an artist create this image, and she actually did it on a canvas. Okay, so smudge brush, my brightening highlight. I use the color Aura. So if I match you to the color Aura, this is what it looks like. I'm brightening under my eyes. I know it's easy to call it concealer, and you can call it concealer. I still call it concealer. We ain't concealing nothing, y'all. If we're still using concealer, you're doing it wrong. I promise you. I'm going to explain to you. If you need concealer, we're not going to use a color like this. Concealer is going to be darker than the color, than the pigment you want to conceal, and the opposite color. So if you have like acne, you don't want to put concealer on acne. You want to put a darker shade, and more than likely it's going to be yellow. So this might be enough yellow to cover the acne, but I'll help you. So I'm sorry for the thing on this section cup. She's a little out of control. Okay, so smudge brush. I did my contour. So think toddler with a crayon on a wall. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just contour. Hairline, under the cheekbone. And then if you want to do like a lip thing or down the nose, you can. On this side, I just tap, tap, tap into my contour. Tap, tap, tap. So it's already kind of blendy. The one with the smudge brush was a little bit more intense. So she's a little bit more intense on this side. For the 3D brush, if I want to apply my concealer or my brightening highlight, I'm going to use this end because it kind of fits perfectly, right? That's the water time. Drink your water. Cheers. The Freedom Skin has not. Okay, so the Freedom Skin still isn't working. Okay, if you want my skincare, comment Freedom Skin. I will personally make Freedom. I thought Freedom. If you say skin, then anytime someone says the word skin, it's gonna send like a message. So I was like, I need something that will like be specific to just, hey, I need a link to your skincare or whatever. Okay, the 3D brush, I tap into my concealer. Hydrate heifers. And I'm going to tap this in here. You can use as little or as much as you want. A little bit goes a long way. Victoria Hush, we know you got that Diet Coke running through your veins, baby. We know. And Dr. Pepper and whatever else y'all got. Coffee. Ugh, coffee's so nasty. Okay, so smudge brush I used here. The 3D brush I used here, right? I also like to take a little bit of this brightening highlight right here between my eyebrows. I don't clean my brushes every day. I could, but they don't get super caked in one day. Like, it's not super cakey. And so I usually go a couple of days, and I just use the brush cleansing spray and wipe it off, and it's antibacterial, instant dry, ready to use in the next 30 seconds. So that's really nice. Scuba Steve, the bright color, see how that bright color is in there? Okay, now this is still going to blend, right? You make the vomit face. Is that what it's called? A vomit face? I love it so much. Okay, so smudge brush I used here, and I use this brush here. So, and just, I'm supplementing my hydration with a cookie. I do love cookies too. Good for you. Oh, I forgot to reset the timer. Yes, Scuba Steve. Okay, so this is highlight and contour, right? Bye, Jessica. I'll send you, did I send you the link to skincare? I think I did, right? Anyways, I'll send you whatever you need for skincare. Y'all, if y'all want my skincare, it's the Remon. It's the Korean skincare. Whatever questions you have, if I can't answer them, please, rude, please ask them anyways. And I will, I'll find out for you because I'm still researching it. So skincare, just comment skin or Freedom Skin, I think is the word I wanted to set up for that. So Freedom Skin. And then if you want a match for makeup, just comment match. Y'all, I match like 100 women a day. I get a lot of responses. I do tons of color matches. And by the way, the return rate for this makeup is less than 0.1% or less than 1%, which the industry standard is like 15% or something like that. So, that's how that lightly I have, imposter syndrome. So for me to say I'm good at this, that's a big deal. Okay. So anyways, okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So highlight and contour. Highlight is basically in here. Contour is basically outside of here, right? 3 degrees. It's going to be 80 today. I'm so excited. Took me 3 applications before I got the hang of using my Saint makeup. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, that's true. Like at first you want to put it on like your liquid foundation, but it ain't that. And you'll learn that real fast. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay. Found like highlight and contour is just this. Now, on this side, I'm going to go ahead and blend this. So I'm going to use the same brush that I blended my contour with and just press in that bright color. They don't get all mixed and crazy because it's cream makeup, but it's not like wet, like liquidy. So we can just kind of press this in, right? Okay. So we're blending this as we go. I still have not put on a foundation color over here. Right now, I'm just adding my dimension. So the bright color kind of goes here, and the dark color, the contour, goes on the outside of this, right? Oh, girl, yes, ma'am. I'm going to be swatching these. These are the new shades that are coming out on Friday. This one's called Iman, like the model, and this one's called Pink Flamingo, and they're really pretty. Hold on. Let me do I'm going to get there real quick. I'm sorry. I've been talking too much. I'm sorry. Okay. On this side, this was the smudge brush, so I use a smaller brush. It's more dense and a smaller brush, but I packed on more pigment because it's more dense, less fluffy and smaller, and we can still, wrong brush, we can still use that same 3D brush if you want to blend it. If you want to press in here, this will blend it. Your makeup should never be able, like you should never be trying to move your makeup around your skin, ever. Like you should never be able to do that. We're just pressing it in. Your brush will pick up any excess. And I still have not put on a foundation shade. I'm still just using the highlight and contour, right? Yes, Amy, you're going to love it. Okay, so real quick, let's do my, that sucks. I don't know how to make a stop, okay? It's just going to have to be there. Okay, so my main shade, I'm using Hazel, by the way. So if I matched you to Hazel, this is what it looks like. The main highlight shade, if I'm taking my main shade and just filling in everywhere else, I'm just putting that foundation color where I didn't put anything else. Wow, Amanda and Tracy, I love how y'all be telling on me to each other. Those are my friends, y'all. Those are my friends. They be telling on me to one another. Mackenzie started this water timer. I've been so bad about doing the water timer, so they get so proud of me. I'm in a Saint timeout from shopping. On Friday you won't be because they have the new palettes and the new colors. I'm so excited. Okay, so on this side, I used a smudge brush, picked up my main shade. So this is highlight and contour. This is our 3D foundation, right? So it's one layer of makeup. It's not cakey. If you have mature skin and you have lines and wrinkles and texture, which you probably do because you're a human being with human skin, this will not settle or cake or crease or do any of that jazz. It's just going to move with your skin. So what I've done is I added the bright color, then the dark color. So the bright color inside my goggles, the dark color outside my goggles, and then I applied my main shade everywhere else, or my main foundation shade. But really, all of these colors together are my foundation. And look how pretty. See, this one uses the smudge brush, so it's a little bit more intense. And I'm just pressing everything in. Nothing's swiping. We're not trying to pull the makeup around the skin. On this side, I use the smudge brush because I forgot what I was doing. On this side, I wanted to show little tapping in your main shade and tapping here. So we're kind of just tapping that in. And see how I'm tapping even where the contour is? Yes, it's exactly like paint by numbers. That's exactly what it is. Which, by the way, look, I did paint by numbers. And I use the acrylic paint pens instead of the paintbrushes because the paintbrushes are a freaking mess. But I use the pens and they're really pretty. So I like it. Yeah, no swirling. No, what I say, something swirling and goodbye Earlin. So I called it Goodbye Earl because you know how I make fun of the Dixie Chicks and I was thinking about dragging a dead body through the woods and they the hole they dug so they could bury his ass. And so I'm like, don't drag, no Goodbye Earlin across your skin. So you should never be dragging your brush across your skin with this. This is very easy. Tap, 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 and just press it in. A very, very, very light amount will go a very long way. And yes, it taps in so much easier if you have good hydrated skin, which the skincare I'm using, y'all, I've only been using it 2 weeks. So I feel like an asshole, like a creeper, even. Y'all know I hate promoting products that I don't like, that I don't believe in, heart, mind, and soul. I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not doing it because you can't pay me enough money to be out here looking stupid on the internet. You cannot. I'm not going to do it. But when I tell you I've been using this stuff 2 weeks and my makeup has never got on more pretty, and I've been selling this stuff for 4 years, I'm telling you, you got to try the skincare. I don't care who you are. My son's stepmom, my ex-husband's new wife, she texted me and she said, I need a good skincare. And she said, I don't have a lot of money or whatever. I said, look, do you want cheap or you want good? And she's like, good. And you can compare the prices. I'm telling you, I know that's a big point for people is like, how expensive is it? But it's not filled with water. It is actually like, you will feel it on your skin immediately. Take my word for it or don't go with God. I don't know. I've only been using it 2 weeks. Maybe it's a placebo, but placebos works. I don't know what to tell you, but all I know is my skin is hydrated as hell. My mom and her wife were at church yesterday and, they got so many compliments. They texted me, my friends at church need your skincare link because they need whatever. And I'm telling you, it's called Remon. I'll send you the link for it. You need it. Listen, I don't come on here just selling all kinds of products all willy-nilly. I stick to a product I love. I had to stop. I've been using Drunk Elephant solid consistently for 4 years and my skin did not look like them girls. And I said, what are y'all using? And they said the Remon. And in 2 weeks, my skin looks more hydrated than Drunk Elephant ever did in 4 years and any other skincare for that matter. So yeah, I tried the Oliveda and I was like, meh. It was too many things. I was confused and I just didn't have time for all the different products and it was just confusing to me. Saint moisturizer. Yes, the Saint cream is really good. That's what I've been using the Saint cream. I love, it's very hydrating. The Saint the Saint skincare, which I don't use the cleanser. It was too gentle for me, but the cream is really good, and the refresh wipes. I like the refresh wipes and the cream. The cream it's milk based. So think, it has natural exfoliation and it's anti-aging property. The Saint skincare for lactic acid, very beneficial. So if you want to get that, but I think the Remon cream, okay, the Remon cream, I think is less expensive than the Saint cream, or maybe they're the same price point. Now I want to look because I'm gonna call myself a liar. But if you want to try the Remon, it has all the products have the Be Young Pool ingredient in it. Don't worry, I'm still researching. I'm on Google Scholar every day learning about this skincare because I'm like, I'm not trying to be out here being an idiot trying to tell these people use this product. I don't even know what it does. So I've been doing my research because I don't believe in, you know, I don't like influencers. They be lying. So the cream. Oh no, it's not cheaper. I think it's a little bit more expensive than Saints. But it does, oh God, it's silkier though. I don't know. I still like this. I love the Saint cream. I really do. Not crazy about the cleanser. Love the Remon cleanser. And so anyways, if you want the link to check it out, I highly recommend it. It seems really hard. Doesn't stick to the Amy. If you are struggling to, but here. Hi, Andrea. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you guys are here. To use all 9 steps. No. So I got the Signature line and I do like all of the products. There's a powder cleanser and an enzyme cleanser. The powder cleanser is much more heavy exfoliation, which I could use every day. My skin is fine with it, but I noticed that my skin feels much more hydrated and much more glowy when I use the snow enzyme and then use the powder cleanser like once or twice a week for exfoliation as opposed to every day. The oil cleanser I was already using that before Remon. I was using the Peach and Lily, which was double the price. So I cut my price in half on my cleanser or on the oil melt cleanser. And then with the cleanser itself, it was the same cost as what I was already using. Then there's the calming gel, which really does eliminate a bunch of redness. Like your skin really does feel like calm and like, it's like chill the F out. It's like this, you just use a pea-sized amount. And then, you use what's called the booster. Is like a booster spray. And so what this does is it basically allows, like if you take hyaluronic acid and you put it on dry skin, it's going to suck the moisture from your skin. But hyaluronic acid is intended to moisturize and hydrate the skin. So it needs something to help it travel into the skin. So it needs deliverability. So use the spray and you mist your skin, the serum, like a drop of the serum, and then you spray it again. So you're like, they call it Boosie Boo, Boost and Serum Booster. And it's a fun way to kind of remember it. But anyways, it's a great way to get that deliverability of those, of the hyaluronic acid and all the things that we need for our skin, including the Be Young Pool ingredient, which I was actually really intrigued by that, and I'm not impressed by much. And so for me to really be like, for it to click for me, it made a lot of sense, which is why I'm really confident in it and excited about it, just especially seeing what it does for my skin. And then the cream, it's so freaking silky. So my assistant's mom, I have a bunch of people trying it because y'all know I don't trust nobody. So I'm like, we're going to try this ourselves. But her skin was almost like sandpaper, like very textured and dry. One time she used this stuff at my house the other day, or it was like 2 weeks ago, because we're doing a whole 90-day thing. And instantly her skin was a baby's butt smooth. It was insane. And we're all getting compliments on our skin lately. And we're just like looking at each other like, whoa, it's kind of cool. But yeah, don't trust strangers on the internet. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate you. L'Oreal Revitalift. I've heard great things about L'Oreal. The one thing that I noticed about their ingredients was it was heavy on water. So I think the only difference between like So when you have a company that's like on shelves, right? Like in stores, you have more they can get away with more ingredients that kind of cut it so that they can create more product, make more money, whatever. Whereas like Remon is an MLM. I told the girl, I said, don't ask me to join no team. Don't ask me to create a team. I'm not building no teams. I don't want no team. Not join my team. I don't want to do it. Like if I have a couple girls that joined my team, I told them, I said, you help them. I don't know. That's just not, my goal is to connect with my customer. I'm not a team building girl. And I know some people like that. I don't want to earn my money that way. I want to earn my money working with women one-on-one with my spirit and their spirit. And we come together and I help you feel fabulous and I help you feel confident, because that's where I want to be the love that I didn't receive. I want to share the confidence that I didn't get. And so that's how I want to earn my money. I don't want to earn it by helping other people do that, because I don't know how to teach that. I don't know how to teach this. I just don't. So, but it is. And there's different rules for like ingredients and stuff, and they have a little bit more freedom, I think. And so you get more of the actual product. Like I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm gathering from doing my research. Saint was an MLM when I joined, but then when it stopped being an MLM and it was just me and my customer, I was like, praise God. And then Remon, and I was like, the girls were like, oh, have you heard of Remon? And I was like, is that an MLM? And they were like, yes. And I was like, I don't want to do it, but I tried it because I saw their skin and it's so good. So I was like, how do I say no? So please don't join my team, but definitely try the skincare. Anyways, okay, so 2 different applications. So smudge brush on this side, you can see it's a little bit more intense. On this side, I used the 3D brush and kind of pressed it in. And do I talk that much? I just got my highlight and contour done. Lord. I can feel some of y'all just staring at me, not drinking your water. Or you're just sipping your coffee. That means, if you're new here, that's a 15-minute water timer, and that means drink your water, heifers. Hydrate, heifers, as Quimby Jarvis says. Anyways, okay. So foundation, concealer, contour. I can match you to these. So just comment match. I'll tell you what shades to get. Let's try bronzer. So a lot of people are like, what the hell is bronzer? Bronzer is where like you have the warm like faux tan, like from the sun. So you're outside, the sun is up in the sky, and the sun rays are falling down on top of you, and they're landing on the high points of your face. So they're going to land on the high points of your cheeks, the high points of your forehead, and like the little boop of your nose. So it's landing on the high points of your face, giving you that suntan. So you know when you put on sunglasses and then you have that tan, it's like tan here and it's a little bit brighter here. That's kind of what we're creating. So if you have cool tones here for your contour, right? And you create a warmth here, it's just more dimension. Light versus dark, warm versus cool. You don't need to know all that, but this is kind of giving you an idea of why you put things where you put them. So if you put on your Scuba Steve goggles, the bright goes inside because bright, alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. The outside the goggles is where it's dark, so that's the contour. I put my main shade everywhere else. Bye, friend. Love you, Victoria. Put on your goggles and the bright, the dark, and then your main shade goes everywhere else with your goggles on your face. So if you go to the dollar store and you get a pair of goggles and you suction them to your face, that's where your bronzer is going to go. Literally, like, put goggles on your face and you pull it away, and the line that it makes, put your bronzer there. So again, with the smudge brush, I'm a little bit of a bronzer hoe myself. But if you don't want a lot, I'm not your mama, do whatever you want, but y'all don't tell me I don't need girl, yes you do. Yes you do. Anybody here will tell you I didn't use the bronzer either, and then I did, and I learned Mackenzie was right. There's a whole I told you so moment, but we don't have to say that out loud. We're both gonna know it that I told you so. Anyways, okay, bronzer, right? So bronzer, high points of the cheek. So contours down here where it's like snatching and kind of giving a shadow. Bronzer is kind of going high points. So think goggles. A whacked up hairline today straight. Amy, make sure you're playing with it. Like try smaller brushes, try your finger, try different ways. Like and it don't have to be perfect, sister. It just don't. We're not going for perfect. I always compare this to a toddler with a crayon because you can't mess it up. Toddler with a crayon on a wall and you're like, don't color on the wall. And it's like, why? Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Paint over it. So this is our bronzer. Oh, my girl that does my nails, that's my best friend Tiffany of 30 years. She's actually going to Mexico with me next week. I earned a free Saint trip and she's my plus one. So we're going to go have some girl time, but she does custom press-ons. These are like 4 different sets I put together, but she creates them and I get so many compliments on them. She just creates whatever. Her name is Nail Junkie 615. I got a small forehead. Amy, if you have a shorter forehead, like if the distance between the high point of your eyebrow and your hairline is lower, you might not need contour up there. I mean, you can if you want, but you might not need that. So you can totally like bypass that. So, okay. I keep forgetting I'm trying to only do one half of my face with a smudge brush, but it's fine. So I did smudge brush here, and you can draw it. You can do whatever you want. When you blend this, I know it looks like you rubbing poopy on your face and then just smearing it, and that's kind of what we're doing. So we just kind of press this in. And then a warm bronzer because I need cool tones. Yes, if you're a soft summer, I love the color analysis. Did you have so much fun? I learned so much when I did mine. So yes, you can still use I use both. I use a cool contour, but then I also use a warm bronzer. So what you're creating with the warmth of the bronzer is just more dimension. If you want to skip it, you can totally skip it. Like, it's no big deal. Contour and the dimension that it creates with the cool gray versus the warmer tones, you can still get dimension. And even if you're a cool summer, you can still use bronzer. But it's totally a preference thing. It really, really is. It was, when I did mine, it was very enlightening too. I really loved it. My friend, Chandler Larson, she's another Saint artist. She lives in Utah. And when I was in Utah, I went to her house and she actually did I'm a cool summer too. Wait, yeah, I'm a cool summer too. So, but you not gonna tell me to change my hair from blonde and not use bronzer. You out of your damn mind. So I'm doing that anyways. But again, like, you can do whatever you want. That's what I kind of love about the color seasons, is that you can mix your personality and what you like with your color season. So a lot of the colors from my color season, I'm like, meh. I mean, a lot of them are great, right? But yeah, your confidence walks into the room before your outfit, before your makeup. So a lot of people say to me, what colors do I use to make my eyes pop? Girl, what colors do you like? Because if you like it, you're going to hold your head up higher. If you don't like it, but it makes your eyes pop, you're going to be down here like this. Ain't nobody going to see that you're wearing a color that makes your eyes pop, because your eyes ain't going to be popping because your confidence ain't popping. So don't look for colors that make your eyes pop or that makes your skin pop. Wear colors that make your confidence pop. Not that color science isn't a real thing. It really is. But still, you know what I mean? So I do foundation, concealer, contour. Then I do my bronzer and kind of tap it on top. With this side, I was going to show you that, like, you can just, like, tap into your bronzer. I'm busy. What are y'all doing? My neighbors. They're doing something in the garage, and it's not time for it. Anyways, so when you press this into your skin, it actually looks super dark and scary, and your first instinct is to wipe it away. Oh my gosh, I can't do bronzer. That's so scary. Girl, put on a damn bronzer and blend it like you got some sense. Blend it like you're not new here. Come on. Just press it. Just blah, blah, blah. See what I mean? And it just melts into the skin. You can use a big fluffy brush like this one, and you can do a like dusting. This is going to make it even much more sheer, whatever. So that's what I do. I do my foundation, concealer, contour, which if you need your shades, just comment match. I'll tell you what shades to get. Yes, girl, it is warm today. Well, it was 40 this morning, but now it's 80. And so I'm really happy about that. So my Florida girl, my Florida girl heart is really, really happy about the warm weather. Y'all, my neighbors picked a bad time to load that trailer with whatever the hell they loaded it with, because now it's just aggravating me. Anyways, my foundation shade, blended them all together, one layer. I added a little touch of bronzer on top. These all have the same ingredients, so they're all melting together. I'm not stacking. Even though the bronzer went on top of my other shades, everything's melting together. It's all the same ingredients. You don't have one that's like a dry, like you put it on like a liquid foundation and then it dries and you're putting another layer and whatever. I think my stuff's tased. Amy, that could be. Also, there's a lot of times when people are like, it's not on my brush, and you don't realize it actually is on your brush, because you might, like, if you're, if the shades are like really hard or whatever. I was telling someone else, if you take your finger and rub it on the top of your shade, the heat from your skin will soften it and melt it. So if you want to like rub it on there, get it on your finger and then tap it onto your skin, let it sit on your skin for a few minutes and the heat from your skin will help it soften, and then you can just press it in. So even though it appears not creamy, put it on your skin, like just use your finger and then you can Yeah, I could let it sit a little bit longer. Try that and see what happens. But you can also, the little suction thing, it resuctions. Set it on my skin for a bit. Yeah, and you have to. And I do notice that when I live with a penguin. My husband he's a penguin. He's an Eskimo. And he is. And so it's 12 degrees in my house. But when I sit in here where the vent, in the bedroom where the vent is blowing straight on my vanity, my shades are like cooler and I have to like really be the boss of it a little bit more. But in my office where it's my space and I keep it warm if I want to, then usually it's a lot creamier. But usually it's the contours, and I don't know if it's the pigment or what, but the contours are usually a little bit less creamy. So you got to be the boss of that one for sure. But if you try a smudge brush and really get in there, you can do that and then put it on your skin, let it sit for a minute and it'll melt or whatever. Sitting on it to warm it up usually helps too. I'm just adding a little bit more contour bronzer situation because I like it a little bit more intense. Heat from my butt. I love that. Yeah, the blow dryer helps when you zap it with a little bit of heat. It just softens it. But you can also use oil, like a skin oil. You can do that too. Oh, speaking of that, sorry, someone asked me earlier, do I use all the products from the skincare, the Remon skincare? The signature line comes with, I use everything in there, but not like every day. Like the oil mist, only if I'm super, super dry, which I'm not normally super dry, but my mom is super dry and she uses it, loves it. And the ladies that I have that are really dry so far that I've used it, love it. So like, but you'll see what you like. And there's like, you don't have to buy the whole freaking thing. Like they sell it individually too. Like you shop within your budget. You don't have to do the whole freaking, you know what I mean? Like I hate how companies promote things. It's like you buy the whole set and it's like, you don't have to. Like that's why I like Saint. Like you buy each color, $16. Like you just buy what you want within your budget. Destiny, if your makeup is transferring, there's too much. This makeup won't transfer. Like it's not transfer proof, but like unless you're really getting in there, it's not gonna transfer. So I'm thinking if you're having transfer issues, you could be using too much. And if you're using too much, it could be because the shade is wrong. So I can work one-on-one with you and figure out, okay, what shade are you using and what brush are you using to apply? Because if you're using a brush, where's my buff brush? If you're using a brush like this, it's a detail brush, but if you're using it really dense and it's really heavy, it's probably going to transfer because it's just cream makeup on cream makeup on cream makeup. With a darker shade, if you shade up, typically you can use much less and still get the coverage you like. And so that's what I usually recommend. And usually it's really helpful. Yes, these are the new releases. These come out Friday. If you want my reminder, comment the word remind and I'll send you a text or email, whatever information you give me. And I'll say, hey, don't forget to get the new palettes. These are going to be, this is the Valentine's Day vault. And I think if we sell enough of these, they'll bring these colors and these sizes back as like a permanent staple. So please buy these. I want these as a permanent staple. Please buy the palettes. Just comment remind and I'll send you. Excuse me. Also, if you use a setting spray, I'm a makeup artist, so I always recommend setting spray. As a matter of fact, so Saint released, last year they released a new setting spray. Very hydrating. It has the hyaluronic acid and the coconut water and everything that's good for your skin that's hydrating. The new skincare I started trying, the Remon, the stuff that I'm selling now, they have a makeup primer or a makeup setting spray that actually has a film former in it. When you chemically look at the ingredients, it's got a film former. So it actually creates the film to help to create the barrier. So you can spray as a primer, do your makeup, and then spray as a setting spray. And it actually has that film former on it, like What are you using now to prep your skin before makeup? Do you still use Elastin? No, that's a good question. So Rimmon, the skincare stuff, they have an SPF. I don't use it. It's just a white SPF. It doesn't leave the cast or anything. It's perfectly good SPF. I still use my Elastin. I like what I like. I'm married to it, and that's what it's going to be. So I still use I'll do my skincare, like the Rimmon skincare. And then when I'm done with that, instead, the last step should always be your SPF. I don't use Rimmon's SPF, although it's fine. I just keep it in my car for just in case. But I still use my Elastin, which is my favorite. That's my baby. I love her. I put a little bit of my glow drops or something in there, and it's really pretty. And so it's not like I still use what I love. And that's kind of like, that's my thing too, is I think a lot of influencers like promote stuff and they say you got to use like the whole thing. And I'm like, not really. Like, I know y'all trying to make more money, but I just think being authentic will earn you like not only loyalty, but maybe in the long run, more money. I don't know. I know everybody's in it for the dollars, but I just say use what you like. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? No, so the makeup doesn't actually soak into your skin. So the film former will actually it just creates the film that it's not drying or anything. It's still very hydrating. But it'll move with your skin. And then when you apply your Saint makeup, it will still move with your skin. So it actually doesn't create like a barrier that will stop this makeup is not going to sink or soak into your skin. The molecules aren't small enough. Like, it just sits on top, but it moves with your skin. Like, it moves with your skin, even through the texture, as opposed to drying like liquid foundations and stuff. The SPF, my Elastin SPF, it's not super thick. It's not like a the SPF that I use is lightly tinted, and it has a little bit of a glow. It's hydrating, and I know it's very spendy, but she's worth it. And one bottle of my SPF has lasted me over 2 years. So it'll last you a very long time. Like, it's really good. And then I found this stuff on the Amazon. It's called, that's the water timer. Drink your water, heifers. Hydrate, heifers. It's called, what's it freaking called? Oh crap. I found a mineral sunscreen that you could spray throughout the day. And I have to use mineral because my extensions are blonde. And if you use the chemical sunscreen and you get it in your extensions, it'll turn your extensions orange. So I was looking for something I could spray that didn't leave a white cast, that was mineral. And it's called, I can't think of the name. I'll send it to you if you want it, but it's a spray. You can spray throughout the day and it doesn't leave that white cast, so you can touch up or whatever. But I've been using this skincare for a year now. I just started using Saint setting spray. It was a free gift in order. Yeah, the Saint setting spray is really good. I think when they reformulated it with the hydrating products, they did a really good job. And it does a good job, like as a primer or a setting spray. I really like Saints. Like, I use Saints. It's good. I like it. I'll use, if that one's nearby, or the Rimmon one. The Rimmon is just good for maybe if you need a little bit of extra help with transferring. Although I just feel like I don't know. I like that it has a film former in it if you need that, but your makeup shouldn't be transferring that easily anyways. But if y'all can just text me. Oh my God. I forgot to put my little thing that says, if you want a free color match, whatever. And it has my phone number on there. Y'all please text me one-on-one. I just comment right now. Text me one-on-one. I'd be so happy to help you. And it's me it's not a robot. It's me. If you don't mind spending the money, it's like $80, and it's the Elastin SPF, and it's lightly tinted, and I'll send you the link on Amazon for it. But I'm telling you, it'll last you forever. This bottle's lasted me almost 2 years, and this one, I've had this for, I wish this had a date on it. I've had this for, this is probably the first one I got almost 3 years ago. Like, they last. You don't use a whole lot. A new episode come out on my podcast. It's called The Dating Detectives. Is your shirt from Amazon? No, this is from Rolling Rack Boutique in Scottsdale, Arizona. Or Phoenix. I say Phoenix, Arizona, but I just thought it was so cute. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm going to try not to miss any comment. When someone changes what brand of the same product they recommend every other month, it makes it hard to believe them. Yes, and that's why, I'm just going to keep it real. I I hate watching other influencers share products. It's so like cringe because I'm like, that's not what you said yesterday. Yesterday you said you like this stuff or whatever. And so I just don't be believing them. And I'm like, I never want my people to look at me and be like, what is she doing now? So, and also like, I'm a private investigator. Like, I don't trust you. I seen you for the first time. I don't trust you. But the skincare, when I saw it on, like, these are girls that I've known the whole 4 years I've been here. They've been here at Saint longer than me. And so I've seen them several times throughout the years. And every time I see them, their skin is getting better. And I'm like, what is this going on with all of y'all's skin looking so good? And they're like, it's Remon. And I'm like, okay, I trust them. I believe them. I know who they are. They didn't try to sell it to me. Like, they were just telling me what it was. And I did my own research, and that's why I was like, okay, I want to try this. And so when I did, they sent it to me for free. I didn't buy it from anybody. One of the girls sent it to me, and she said, just try it. Just genuinely just try it and see what you think. And she's like, if you hate it, whatever. But it was good, and I was like, okay, I think there's something missing for other women who need skincare. And when I started researching the ingredients and it clicked for me, I was like, okay, I understand. Okay, so this Friday, by the way, if you want the skincare, just comment Freedom Skin. I don't know if it's working or not, but if it's not, I'll set it up. Oh, Jessica, good question. So Remon, the skincare, they have a little, what's called a cushion. It's like, they have only 5 shades, which I think they'll be expanding, but it's a little cushion, like a foundation makeup compact. Number one, it's expensive for the product, which I'm not above like spending money on makeup. Like, that's my passion. That's my love. So I'll spend money on makeup. I don't care. I think it's more than it should be for what it is. If I didn't know what Saint was, I might like it, but because of the lack of colors, like there wasn't more colors to try. So I'm kind of in between 2 of the colors. And when I put it on, because of course I'm going to try it, it had that flawless finish effect, which is like the dry, it just looked dry and textured on my skin. I put it on my mom's skin. She didn't like it either. I tried it on my step, and I've tried it on oily skin, and I've tried it on white girl skin and Filipino skin. My son was Filipino, and I didn't care for it. If I didn't know what Saint was, I might like it, but I was using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, like the drugstore, like Maybelline Fit Me. And I liked that one. And I don't even think I think I like the Maybelline Fit Me over the cushion. So the Remon skincare, if you get the cushion and you like it, 100% like, and a lot of the girls that sell, Jessica, no, I love when you ask questions because other people probably have the same questions. And also if I don't know the answer, it helps me to learn more. So please don't be sorry. Please ask a million questions. So if you get the skincare and you want to try the cushion, the little compact, it's like $50 or something. By the way, the Saint is like $16 a shade, so you can kind of build up, and there's, several different shades. So I kind of like Saint better for that. I'm not against it, but a lot of the girls that sell the Remon skincare, they're like, I use the cushion first and then I use my Saint makeup. And I'm like, listen, I ain't your mama, do whatever you want. Personally, for me, I'm not going to use it just so I can sell it. Just like the Saint skincare, like the Saint cleanser, I don't use it. I don't like it. I don't sell a lot of it because I don't talk about it. I'm not crazy about it. A lot of my customers love it and they buy it and they talk about it in my beauty, Freedom and Beauty group. Which, by the way, if you comment the word VIP, get the link to my beauty group. I'll be doing a giveaway because that's what I love to do for the Valentine's Day vault. But anyways, so I think a lot of them use it because they want to sell it. But personally, I just don't like it. I don't know. If I didn't know what Saint was, maybe, but there's not a lot of colors and I just don't. Yeah, I won't promote something if I don't like it, period. I promoted Drunk Elephant for 4 years and they wouldn't pay me because I wasn't in a roster of big enough influencers. Honey, I got almost 3 million followers across my platform. I'm about to hit 1 million on Facebook alone on my private personal page. Honey, you think I can't sell you Drunk Elephant product? Go ahead, keep it. You gonna tell me I'm not good enough and my customers? I will go find and my audience, I will go find someone else. It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so now the fun part. It says paused due to poor connection. So if it keeps doing that, I'm really sorry. Okay, this color is called Iman. Iman, like the model, the supermodel. Okay, this color is called Iman. She looked dark. Okay, and you can build her up or whatever. Jessica, of course. Thank you for asking questions here. I like when y'all ask questions here, like in the open environment, so that I can answer them and you might answer someone else's question too. One-on-one is fine too. Y'all can always text me, just so y'all know. But I really like when I can address your question, and, you know, it also opens the doors for like other people might feel comfortable asking questions, because some people be shy. So thank you. Yes, it's a little bit like Black Cherry. I almost said Black Archie. Archie the Wonder Lab. Hey, my friend. Okay, so this is the Iman color, the one that everybody like, so dark, and everybody like panic, and running around in circles like, ah, it's not. This is what it looks like. And so this melts into the skin, really pretty. So this is very Black Cherry vibes. It's very light. You can build it to make it much darker. You can, if you wear it on the lips, this is what it looks like. This is Iman. So darker, but no, it's not really. It's really pretty. And the same thing with this color. This is the Pink Flamingo. This is the new one too. These are going to be available on Friday with the Valentine's Vaults. Yeah, I'm scrubbing in here, and it's not super heavy at all. That's Pink Flamingo. So these two colors, although they look scary, you need them. They're not. Do you see what I mean? And they all melt into the skin. So this is why I always say, get the scary colors. And everybody's like, yeah, right, Mackenzie, I'm not getting that dark gothic color that you matched me to, that Black Cherry. She's so dark. Girl, no, she's not. You seen it. These colors not dark. The difference between cream makeup and regular makeup is the opacity. It blends much more sheer. So when I tell you, oh, get this pretty pink, and you're like, oh, girl, am I trying to be Barbie? Just do what I try to do. Goodness gracious. That's what I said, Amy. Should have named it Freedom Bar. But they did come out with a pink palette. So on Friday, whenever you buy, starting on Friday, I think it's Friday through Wednesday, so the 13th through the 18th, when you spend $60, you'll get a free gift with purchase, which is going to be Dahlia, which is what they color match this palette to. So this is the Dahlia color, and they created these, and there's a new size or whatever. Oh, thank you, Fran. She said I was made for sales. Girl, when I first found Saint, and did you know, I didn't know that you could like sell the makeup. I didn't want to sell the makeup. Girl, I grew up with abandonment and rejection and trauma. You think I wanted to sell things and people could tell me no all day? No, ma'am. That rejection made me cry. So I think it's funny that I sell makeup. Okay, good question. The new colors are semi-gloss. So that's the Pink Flamingo. And that's the Iman. This is Iman, that dark, scary shade that's on my lips and on my cheeks. And then this one is here. And you can even, if you want to build it up, go get more and build it up. That's another thing I like about this makeup. Never made that connection before. What connection? The sales and the trauma. Listen, y'all, my whole life I've been rejected, abandoned, like, it's bad. And there's, rejection sensitivity disorder is like a real thing. That's what I got. And the body dysmorphia and all these things. Y'all think I'm gonna show up online on purpose to sell makeup? It was an accident. And then the very first one was like, I want to buy makeup. And I was like, no, please don't buy makeup for me. Don't do it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this stuff. Like, I just started here. I don't know. I don't even work here. And she's like, well, I want to buy it. And so she went on my link and bought makeup. And then 2 weeks later, she come back and she's like, I never felt so pretty. She sends me a Facebook Messenger, like, video message, and she's sobbing and just tears. And I'm like, oh my God, really? So then I was like, the Lord was like, do it again. And that's all I heard, do it again. And so I made another video. And another lady said, oh my God. And so that's when I knew. I was like, this isn't about, like, I was making 6 figures as a PI. I was making good money. I'm not here for the money. I'm not money motivated. It's not, my love language, I'm emotional. I'm an emotional thinker. So that's why I'm not real logical or rational sometimes, because I think with my heart, but it's fine. I do too, Tracy. I really do. But I want to help people. And so now it's like I became a top seller at Saint on accident. I didn't mean to. I did not. It was an accident. I didn't want, everybody's like, okay, I started at MLM. How do I succeed? And I'm like, start serving people. Start doing things for others. Don't worry about yourself right now. You'll get it in the long run. The Lord will use you to serve others. That's what he told me. I said, thank you for these blessings, Lord. He's like, girl, I ain't blessing you. I'm blessing them. And I was like, heard. Loud and clear, heard. And that was it. I have the products, but if you got your makeup and it's collecting dust, I'll give you all the tips and I'll help you and I'll do all the things. Girl. Keep going. Do it again. Y'all know how I got good at eyeshadow versus Mackenzie. She's the eyeshadow queen. Whatever. Do you want to know why? Because I spent hours and hours and hours sitting at my vanity or in my car doing makeup. And putting it on, taking it off, and putting it on, taking it off, and putting it on, taking it off. Nope, that doesn't work. That was too much. I did too much here, whatever. And that's another thing is that, like, influencers, they're like, use this product. They get paid when you buy the product. When they encourage, they're like, oh, look at my face. And so you look at their face and go, oh, that looks beautiful. I'll buy the product. But it looks great on them. But if it doesn't look great on you, it's because they're selling you the product, but they're not telling you how to use it for you. I want to show you how to use it for you. So Y'all, my customer service is top notch, if I must say so myself, and I am not one to like brag about stuff, but I know what's good and my customer service is good. So if you need help, girl, text me. Kemi, I use I have the makeup erasers and I was using the Peach and Lily ginger oil melt. It's not really oily. I hate things like oily, but it's an oil melt cleanser that I was using, but I just switched to Remon Skincare. So they have one it's actually like half the cost, but it's the same thing. Anyways, so the oil melt cleanser will kind of pull all the pollution, the makeup away from your face. And then I have a warm makeup eraser, a warm wet makeup, and then I wipe it off. And then once it's like, it easily just wipes off your face. You can use makeup wipe, the Refresh wipes, the Saint Refresh wipes are really good. And then I use the Remon cleanser. And then, so I just do like a double cleanse and it works really good. I really like it. So it ain't concrete, like it'll come off, but also it'll stay pretty good throughout the day. Lord, hydrate, heifers. Y'all hear that thing? So I have the, hey Maria, hey, let me know if that Freedom Skin works, because everybody says it's not working. So I asked them to try it. Estee Lauder has one that smells good. Ooh, send me the link to it. I want to try it. I love when y'all have recommendations for their products. It's not great, or if it's not Remon, whatever, like, do not smell it. The Peach and Lily doesn't smell good either. I don't like the smell of the oil cleanser. Oh, thank you, Maria. Do you wear the lashes for days? My lashes last for like usually 10 to 13 days. They do pretty good, sometimes even longer. I use the Lashify. So if you want my discount, just comment lashes and it'll send you the thing. If any of y'all commented Freedom Skin, but you put a space between the words, check your DM now. I know it's on a delay. So I taught the Instagram how to look for certain words. So that's why you get messages like faster or whatever. And, but I hate automations, but I can't do everything myself. So, but in order to respond faster, I set up the automations and they seem to be working. But sometimes the automation thing, you be saying, hi, Mackenzie. And it'll say, thank you for buying my skincare. And you're like, wait, what? I didn't want that. So sometimes she on drugs sometimes, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm trying here. Okay. Trying. Okay. So comment match if you want your shades. If you want my reminders, so when this goes live and you want a text or email, comment remind, and you'll get an email or a text from me, whatever information you give me. I wanted to show you the free gift with purchase is the Dahlia. She's a little bit more intense because she's a satin shade, which means she's matte. So she's not as sheer. So Dahlia is going to be one of those more intense shades. So when you look at the lip and cheeks online and you see satin, she's intense. If you see like satin, like this, so super like pigmented, right? The gloss and the semi-gloss are a little less. See the difference? So this one's a little bit more glowy. This one's a little bit more matte, and you can see the Glow Papaya Sorbet send me the link. I gotta try these things you guys are recommending. But I am, just so you know, for 90 days, I'm using only the Remon. Like, I'm going to say, I want to know at the end of 90 days, only using the Remon skincare, what happened to my skin. That's what I'm doing right now. So it's only been 2 weeks, but so far, man, I've gotten so many compliments on my skin. It's unreal. Okay. So Friday, these drop, the new shades come out, which these ones, Iman and Pink Flamingo, and then Dolly. Micah. Can you bring my red palette, please? The The big red one? Yeah. It has made a difference in my skin. Oh, yes. I want to try it then. Nude and Sadie. It's kind of the same thing. Nude is more intense and Sadie is my assistant, Micah. Thank you, baby.
Cheeks and Lena.
I got lip and cheek palette. I'm in my room because it has better lighting in here. But don't tell that to my office, my Barbie cave. I'm building my cart to be ready for Friday. Okay, so Nude is this one and Sadie is this one. Nude, Sadie. But, oh, I just put Nude on both of them. Mackenzie Jane, Lord bless it. Okay, so this is Nude. We'll put her here. That's Nude. And then Sadie. Nude is a matte. She's a matte satin shade. Sadie is a gloss or semi-gloss. I think it's a gloss. Sadie. So they look kind of the same, but that's how different they are. See how they look similar? But that's how different. Those two. Kind of cool, right? I really like Sadie if you're someone who likes a nude lip or you want something a little nudie over like a pink shade or something. Sadie's really good for that. But Nude is a really popular mauve-y. She's probably one of the most popular lip and cheeks besides Baby Watermelon. She's great for that nude kind of really pretty look. So if you were to take Nude, that's how much, look how much blush is on my brush. Did y'all see that? That's very little. Boop, boop, boop. Duchess. That fat Duchess. This is Nude. Nude's really pretty and mauve-y. Oh, I just love all these shades. Thank you. I obviously need both. You didn't have to swatch them, Mackenzie. I was just going to buy both anyways. But thanks for doing that and confirming. Girl, you know you're going to buy them anyways. Okay, so there's the new shades. And now I'm just putting colors on top of colors. Setting powder, by the way, if you use this makeup and you like a setting powder, I use it just right here in my T-zone. And I like how it creates that blurred look, like the blurred kind of filtered look without see how it's like really glowy right there, but when you blur it, I don't put it on my whole face because you want hey friend, you want the glowiness all over, but see how it just mattifies right here. Really, really pretty. This one's really nice. I love my Vanilla Dust, and she's great for an eyelid primer before your eyeshadow. So everywhere you put that bright color inside your Scuba Steve goggles and you just tap Vanilla Dust on top. I love how it gives you that blurred kind of filtered look, but you still have the glowiness everywhere else. I'm obsessed. You can't help but want to buy it all, right? I wish, like, if I didn't have ADHD, I could come on here and just promote, like, one product and be like, this is a product that I really want to show y'all. But I can't do that because then I'm like, but wait, you got to also try this one. And then there's this one, too. And then you'll really like this one. And because I'm obnoxious and so well. No. There's no cakiness with this makeup. Ask anyone here. Most of these ladies already use Saint. And there's no cakiness. It's very light. It doesn't feel like you have anything on. It's easily buildable and easily blendable, but you won't need to add more. It only cakes if you use too much. Yep. And if you're using too much, you probably need a different shade. And then you just text me and be like, girl, it's cakey. And then I look at your shade and I'm like, yeah, time to shade up so you can use less. And then it's not cakey again. I'm a Kara, so no chance of sneaky watching. Oh, Becca, that's okay. There's illuminating drops. What kind does she use? I love Kayla. Kayla's one of the girls I saw in Utah, and I was like, Kayla, your skin is looking so good. She looks so good. I love her. She's one of my Saint besties. I love her so much. I don't know which ones she uses, but I use with the glow drops. I like the Drunk Elephant glow drops, and I mix it with my SPF and put it all over. So I mix it with my Elastin, and it's really glowy. Oh, I love me some Kayla. She's the sweetest ever. She texts me all the time. She's like, hey, girl, how you doing? Like, she'll just check in with you. She's such a good friend. She's got a good, positive spirit, a beautiful smile. I love her so much. If you guys aren't following Kayla Gibson, go follow her. I love her. And Courtney Spencer to follow. She just opened a boutique. It's called CJ & Co. Courtney Jean, and I'm Mackenzie Jean. Anyways, another one of my Saint friends. And, her boutique is really cute. So she gave me a discount code for it if y'all want that. So if you want the discount code, just just say, hey, I want the discount code. I think it's set up CJCO, like CJ and Co. CJCO. If you type that in, it should send you the link, but I'll send it to you if you don't get it. Anyway, so just comment match if you want your shades. And I'm going to do a real quick eyeshadow. Last night I did like a Valentine's Day look to kind of show you like how you can wear pink without actually being pink, if you know what I mean. So let's do something like just really simple today. I'm going to use this color called Philly. Look. See, that's how much eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to tap this on the lid. This is where a lot of people get really scared about eyeshadow, but if you just tap it instead of mashing and like trying to drag, like don't bend your bristles. And if you do bend the bristles, make sure all the product is off your brush, and then you can lightly kind of sweep it. So if you're doing eyeshadow, just tap it. It's real pretty. So even dark shades like this Philly color are actually not that bad. This is Philly all over the lid and up onto the hood. And then we're going to do a really pretty light kind of, let's do a light kind of shimmer. Duchess, can you stop eating your butthole? My dog should be eating her butthole all day. She's out of control. Hold on. I'm building. I'm building. Okay, this color is called Philly. She's really pretty. If you like neutrals, or you're just like a 1 or 2 shade kind of girl, Philly's a pretty one. And then answer. Y'all ask me anything you want. I'm gonna use Blondie. Blondie's this really pretty gold color. And I'm gonna use my ring finger here and just kind of tap her. Just right here in the it's just a baby. It's just a baby, just a little bit. See, just really pretty, nothing. See? Duchess, your butthole will still be there tomorrow. Can you stop? My dog, she itches her butthole like it's nobody's business, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. There. Now you have a pretty, like, 2 shadow look. It's just 2 pretty shades of neutral. And then if my mom has an insane story for the podcast, can I tell it from my side? Oh, Bella, that's a really good question. So here's how that works. We do have some people on our podcast that have told the story of somebody else. We prefer, like, would your mom come on and share it? I feel like we don't mind that, like, but obviously our producer will want to talk to your mom and, like, you know, fact check, and we'll do all the digging on our side and fact check everything. But I like to be the most ethical, we'd prefer it coming from the person it happened to. But if you send me your email, because I would love to connect with Molly, our producer, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind. On my lid, it fades and disappears as the day goes on. When you do a shimmery color, it fades and disappears. The Saint colors do. You could be using too little. And also, if you use a primer, like if you need something to last longer, use an eyeshadow primer. They really do work. And when you use your setting spray, make sure you close your eyes. Don't do this. Like, don't do the squinching thing. Just like this, and then spray it all over. And that way it doesn't, like, nothing's blocking the setting spray from getting in your skin. So, like, setting spray. This one's the Porefessional Super Setter from Benefit. Another really great one. Whereas, if you do this, it's not getting it where you're creating those wrinkles. So, that's setting spray. And then you just let it dry without creating wrinkles. So, that'll help with your eyeshadow also. Eyeshadow and face makeup. Thank you, Bella. I appreciate you. Yeah, just DM me with your email address, and we'll connect with Molly and see what her thoughts are. I think it's dependent on. We try to be as ethical as possible when sharing stories, and for me, a lot of times that means letting the person tell their own story. But again, you know, every story is important, and sometimes people are scared to share it because it's hard and it's very vulnerable, and so we get that. So, by the way, if you don't listen to my podcast, it's called The Dating Detectives. New episode out every Monday. There's a new episode out today. You can listen. This is so fun. I love hanging out with you guys. What is your main shade? Oh, that's okay. So I use Hazel as a main shade, and then I use Aura as a brightening highlight. So in my Scuba Steve goggles, I use this color, and then I use Hazel as a main shade, and then this contour shade here is called Astoria. And so I use that. And then I use Bella Bronzer. And these are the 2 new shades that are going to be out on Friday. So excited. I'm so excited. In the summertime, I usually shade up to like Mango or Golden Hour. But for right now, I'm using Hazel, and it seems to work fine with like my winter shade or whatever. Which, by the way, that's really common. So if you have more than one shade in your palette, it's totally fine. This is another palette that I use, and she has my summer shades, my winter shades, my bronzer, my favorite lip and cheeks, and eyeshadows. And you have every palette's a magnet. So if y'all need your shades, just comment match. I'll tell you what to get. I help you. I help you. And, off my brush as the primer. Usually. Oh yeah, so you can do that too. Like you can use your makeup, like if you do your face makeup, like your concealer or your brightening highlight, and put the rest of the residue of your brush on as a primer on your lid. You can totally do that too. Tracy, isn't it so good? Oh my gosh, the new room spray, it smells like the hair gloss, and oh my god, it's so good. It didn't come out in time for the release. Like it came from Greece, and so they just couldn't get it here in time. But now that we have it, so it didn't get the proper introduction that it needed, but it's really good. Setting powder, that's why I have setting powder in the eyeshadow palette I created, because I use setting powder, put it on, and the setting powder will make a difference between the wonky wheel at Walmart and it's just like goodness shaken when you use your eyeshadow brush. But then if you use the powder, it'll give you that glidey finish, so that'll help. But also, like using your makeup is a great base, but if you use a primer, it's intended to, like, it feels tacky and a little bit heavier, because that's what is actually it's not going to allow the makeup to penetrate and absorb, and so you might actually get a better benefit with an actual eyeshadow primer, which you can take your setting spray it on your fingers and tap it on your lids. The one that I really like is the Too Faced 24-hour insurance. That one's one of my favorites. I've been using that for 100,000 years. Urban Decay is still good, but I don't know. Ever since the whole Scandinavia thing, I'm not crazy about the Urban Decay. They changed the formula. It's fine. It's still good, but anyways. Yes, 100%. That's called binders. Anyway, so, okay, Friday, if you want my reminders to get the new release palettes and the new colors and everything, comment remind. If you want the Rimmon skincare that I've been doing only 2 weeks, trust me or don't, I don't, like, whatever you think is best, go follow your femtuition, your gut. Don't get in the van, but also I have candy. Like, I feel weird saying don't trust strangers on the internet, but also get the freaking skincare, get the makeup. I'm just telling y'all what I like. Anyways, so yeah, do that. And then just text me. If you have any questions, just text me. It's me who answers. I got thumbs, and I'd be answering. It's not a robot. I can't afford that, and I don't understand how to do that if I could. So I am not Elon Musk, so please reach out to me. I'm happy to help y'all. I promise I am. And then, what else? Anything else? Okay, I guess that's it. All right, y'all have a great day, and let's just text me for whatever. I have a package delivery. I think UPS is here, and I'm so excited. It's like Christmas. Okay, love you. Bye.